Arguably the world's most famous and popular brand, LEGO has taken the world by storm since its inception in 1934. Although the brand is known for colourful plastic building blocks, its humble beginning is in stark contrast to what is to be known as today. Old Kurt Christensen began making wooden toys in 1932 in Billund, Denmark. By 1934 his company came to be called LEGO, which is derived from the Danish phrase "Lego", which translates to play well. An early version of the bricks that we all know today started to be produced in 1949 and they were dubbed automatic binding bricks. These building bricks were an advancement from the traditional stackable wooden bricks that were very popular at the time. In 1954, Christian's son, Gottfried, had become the junior managing director of the LEGO Group. Gottfried took it upon himself to improve the product even further by coming up with a system for the product. He made it standard for the bricks to have a homogeneous design, even though they come in a variety of shapes. At this point in time, LEGO began to expand the company overseas, including partnering with the luggage company Samsonite in 1961, with them becoming the American manufacturer of LEGO sets, as they were set in Stanford, Ontario. Some of their products include large suitcases and briefcases, which is perfectly in line with their own products. As the market was far more diverse and large in America, the product lines that Samsung offered was quite different to what was being manufactured in Europe. Although LEGO's popularity continued to grow rapidly, particularly in the United States, the company felt that there was something missing, a certain degree of personality. By 1978, the LEGO minifigure was introduced and has now become a staple in nearly all LEGO sets and kits. These minifigures became a staple of the LEGO brand and began to expand its host of characters available in block form, including film favourites such as Darth Vader and other Star Wars characters, a property that they licensed in 1999. Although these new licenses brought characters and vehicles into the vast array available to customers, they decided to use pre-existing LEGO pieces so that customers could break down the sets to create whatever they wanted from these sets. Although this may have been seen as a continued success, the brand ran into trouble in the 1990s. Sales started to drastically fall as there wasn't a feature film available to back up the toy sales, and as such, profit slumps during this period where it should have excelled. As a result, LEGO tried to expand its horizons by trying other products, such as electronic toys for toddlers, which ultimately failed.
Star Wars. The rebels need to destroy the Death Star.
Whoa! I've been hit! I need your help!
You can build Luke Skywalker's X-Wing starfighter. Prepare the torpedoes. Load Luke and R2-D2.
Red 5, standing by.
And blast off to join the rebels in battle. Will Luke defeat the Galactic Empire? Use the Force. The new TIE Fighter and X-Wing starfighter. Part of the new LEGO Star Wars collection.
The late 90s and early 2000s was unfortunately a dark period for LEGO as profits started to fall considerably and product lines failed one after another. Eventually, a new product line called Boneheads was introduced. It looked considerably different than any LEGO figure previously made. It was not of the same scale and was not fully made from all LEGO, but instead incorporated more contemporary uses of plastic. As many were apprehensive about the idea, the figures were sent to an artist named Christian Faber to come up with a new design, as well as coming up with the lore for the characters from scratch. What Christian came up with became known as the LEGO Bionicle series. The LEGO Bionicle series was a huge success, one that had various lines of toys over the following years to come. What Christian did was adapt a simple form of a LEGO brick and transform it into an interesting story that had a large proportion of lore that kids and hunters alike could easily follow. This line of products didn't simply stay as just figures of plastic, but also made the transition to video games, books and animation that lasted for several years. With this new renewal in LEGO product lines, the company of LEGO started to become healthier, although this unfortunately was not to last. As well as the Star Wars line, LEGO managed to pick up the Harry Potter license as well. Unfortunately for the company though, there was no feature film available to help with these toy sales. As a result, the company lost out on a large sum of money due to the low demand for these product lines, a total of $220 million to be exact. As a result, LEGO almost went bankrupt. They even looked at plans to liquidate and sell off their assets or even be bought out by another company. One perhaps tragic outcome of this was the stepping down of CEO Kurt Christensen, who then appointed 34-year-old Jorn V. Newstorp to keep the company alive. Although at this point, the company was still hemorrhaging cash. Jorn made the decision to sell the control of Legoland for a total of €375 million just to keep them afloat. Another result was moving manufacturing from where it always stood, from Billund to the Czech Republic, and North American manufacturing from Connecticut to Mexico. As such, LEGO started to return to their roots, to what they were known for, and they released a new line of products known as the LEGO City. One of these releases was a fire truck, a contemporary update to one of their most successful products. By this point, LEGO had become one of the most recognised and successful toy brands the world has ever known. Due to this success, it was able to flourish in other mediums, particularly in TV and film. Perhaps considered long overdue by contemporary fans, but a dream for those who first developed the product, the LEGO Movie was released by Warner Bros. In February 2014. Due to its large profit and critical acclaim, the LEGO Batman spin-off movie was also released, which itself earned over $312 million.
I can only imagine he's going home right now to party the night away, surrounded by friends and lady activewear models.
Hey, computer. I'm home. Initialize master build.
Got it. Here you go, Father.
I need an elbow. I need a macaroni. Yes, we did it. Pretty cool, huh?
Why did you build this thing with only one seat?
Because last I checked, I only had one butt.
With the release of these features and their financial and critical success, it is incalculable just how successful and far-reaching the LEGO brand would become in the following years. From its humble history in Billund, Denmark in 1932 to a world-renowned billion-dollar company, the LEGO brand has always innovated and pushed itself to become one of the most reliable toy brands around today. The company has managed to successfully make the leap from a simple toy product to a transmedial experience as global influence. It is not simply a plastic brick, but a product that holds the potential to tell unlimited stories and experiences. Their reach and influence is unprecedented. Although it has taken several missteps in its history, such as the same with most companies, LEGO has proven itself to be one of the most fun, accessible and innovative toy brands that has emerged in the 20th century.